From NASDAQ's MarketSite, I'm your host, Kristina Ayanian. And joining me today is co-founder and CEO of Uniphore, Umesh Sachdev. Umesh, thank you so much for joining us. Welcome back.
Great to be with you again, Kristina.
Now, we have some exciting news to celebrate. Talk to me about your two recent acquisitions.
Well, Kristina, like I said, it's great to be back here, and we love to celebrate our news and milestones here with NASDAQ. As you remember, Uniphore is an AI native company, which means we were born doing AI, and for the last 16 years, Uniphore has serviced over 1,500 enterprises with implementations of AI. But if there's one thing we've learned in all of those implementations, is that deriving return on investments for our clients with AI is not very easy. And if I think about what's the pecking order, what are the top three issues that prevent these enterprises from taking AI from a proof of concept to a real production? The number one issue is that their data, which is really fueling these AI systems, isn't usually ready. Each time we meet these enterprises, their data is in different systems, it's not in the right format, and the one thing that AI models are hungry for is data. And we decided that we wanted to solve that problem now for the enterprises. So we're not announcing one, but two major acquisitions of significant data companies today. One of them is Action IQ, headquartered in New York. It's a customer data platform. And the other is Infoworks.io, headquartered in Silicon Valley, and it's a data automation platform. Coming together with these two companies and our AI platform from Uniphore, we today announce the release of the world's first zero data AI cloud. And here's what that means for enterprises. We want them to have zero friction with their AI models. We want them to have zero lock-in, so complete optionality and sovereignty, and zero trust access to data, so that's about security. So really emancipating the enterprises of the worry of how do they get their data ready and how will they make it work with AI. We just solve that problem for them.
That's incredible. Congratulations on all your continued growth. You work with some of the largest companies in the world. What does this mean for them?
Well, that's a fascinating question. I've been spending a lot of time in the last few months staying very close to CEOs and CIOs. They're all ready to adopt AI in major ways in their enterprise, and we're going to see a lot of that happen in the next year. But what they're all beginning to recognize is AI is no longer a point solution or an application. It's a complete enterprise-wide architecture. And we at Uniphore call it a 4-layered cake. So the layer cake here, the bottommost layer is the data layer. This is where the enterprise has to get its data sorted out. And now with these two acquisitions, Uniphore has major opportunity and solutions in that layer. The layer right above is the knowledge layer, where the enterprise uses AI to convert their data to a knowledge that AI models can learn from. Then we have the model layer, all the LLMs, the foundational models, and finally, what's become all the rage these days is AI agents. So that layer cake is what every enterprise, in some form or fashion, is looking to bring in-house. Let me make this real for our guests here. Let's take an example of one of Uniphore's customers. It's a major insurer. Just a couple of weeks ago, I presented to their board. Their CIO was in the room, their CEO was in the room. The CIO first interrupted me and said, Umesh, are you saying that first we'll have to bring all our data in one place to benefit from AI? In which case we should talk 3 years from now. And I said, that's not good. I want to do business with you now, so let's solve that problem. The COO spoke next, and he said, it's all good that you solve the CIO's problem of the data coming together, but all I care about is how do I drive efficiency in my business with AI? If I do marketing campaigns, I want AI to now run my campaigns at 50% the cost of what I used to run and increase my efficiency. And if you combine what the CIO and CEO were telling us, that's what Uniphore now delivers through a zero data AI cloud to the enterprise.
You're really placing a strong emphasis on R&D, and in turn, you're now providing a holistic end-to-end solution.
That's exactly right.
We're seeing, you mentioned the proof of concept of AI, and we're seeing a lot of companies struggling to get out of that proof of concept. How does Uniphore support these companies to really recognize the true potential and value of embedding AI into their business?
Well, this is truly, truly significant for us. We've learned to earn our way with these enterprises in the last 16 years by constantly delivering business outcomes, return on investments, and so on and so forth. A lot of the new initiatives which have come about in the last year or two are stuck in POCs. And that's, like I said, goes back to the fact that these enterprises haven't yet figured out how to get their data sorted out and so on and so forth. So whether it's a big telecom client of Uniphore's, where in their call centers, we deliver hundreds of millions of savings because of the efficiency AI is now driving, becoming a co-pilot to tens of thousands of call center representatives, or whether it's a retail company which is looking to completely optimize its sales and marketing using AI in way of automation, making recommendations, and assisting their current staff in making faster decisions. And so we now have across 7 or 8 different industries examples where customers are receiving big business outcomes. And these success stories are driving more flywheel effect for us.
We spoke a year ago, and the AI landscape has changed tremendously. Uniphore has grown incredibly. How has this really shifted your views against your competition?
Well, this is a very important point for me. Of the 16 years of Uniphore's existence, I often tell my team there has never been a more exciting period, not only because we are growing at a much faster pace now, because our customers are ready, the market is ready, but the whole ecosystem has moved in a very big way. The hyperscalers have become very active, as we know, and they're coming out with new solutions every day, which helps the whole ecosystem. The chip manufacturers are running the race of innovation and coming out with new innovation every day. Traditional software players, SaaS companies, are now coming out with their AI models, AI agents, and so on and so forth. What's really important for our customers, and we stay very close to them, is number one, the issue that's becoming top of mind for them is sovereignty. As they are beginning to realize that AI is going to be the biggest reason they're going to differentiate from their next competitor, they want nobody to have access to their data, and they want their AI models, which are going to get fine-tuned just for them, to always be in their control. The second thing that's important for these enterprises, I spoke about a 4-layered cake. I see sometimes painfully these enterprises trying to buy these layer cakes from different vendors and trying to stitch them together. That's why AI initiatives get stuck in POCs. So coming back to Uniphore's architecture, zero data AI cloud, we solve the sovereignty aspect and giving them complete optionality. They can run our platform on any cloud, on any platform, on any data provider that they like. And at the same time, we give them the complete keys to the kingdom, that the data is there, the model are there, and it's a fully sovereign architecture.
You're really acting as a partner and providing that foundation in order for them to grow and scale their businesses.
That's right.
Looking into the future, what are some of your predictions with AI as we head into 2025?
Well, I'm very bullish on AI in 2025, as I've been, even as I was for 2024. But what I'd see happen next year is, in a major way, AI moves from POC to production in some of the biggest companies in the world. And the reason I'm optimistic is, first, the industry is ready, the technology is ready, architectures are ready, and by the way, success stories are emerging. Number two, relative to this, AI moves from being a point solution, I can buy application from 7 different people and bring them together. It moves from that to becoming a full enterprise architecture. And that leads me to my next prediction, which is very exciting. I'm seeing a comeback of the CIO community. I almost call it the revenge of the CIO. In the last 2 decades of SaaS, technology vendors were selling to business groups, and technology groups under the CIO were more on the sidelines. With AI, the CIOs and their technology groups are now taking front and center position in these enterprises. And my fourth and final prediction, we just went through an election in US, and we're going to have a new administration. I think regulation and policy will play an outsized role in the impact it has on AI. We're going to have to wait and watch what happens with tariffs and reduction of regulation. All of those things will have major impacts on AI. And so if I summarize all of the above, how enterprises are going to get more aggressive, CIOs are going to take center stage, government will have a major role. Once again, zero data AI cloud from Uniphore. That's why we put out this architecture today, to get our customers future ready.
Absolutely, really starting early. Umesh, thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to following your continued growth, and congratulations on everything.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you.